Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel. Peter! That's me. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. Review stuff. And I'm back for another review video. A highly edited review video. I've got to adjust my tripod here. When I do the bams, do y'all know what that's from? Bam! That's from Alexis Mateo from RuPaul's Drag Race, just in case you didn't know, because she always goes, BAM! Anyway, that's why I incorporated that. Oh my god, I gotta get right to the review today. People are saying that I take too long to get to the reviews. Now you're making me nervous! Why are you making me nervous? Trying to rush me and things like that. Don't rush me! I made that mistake before! Little Paul, is that Paula Abdul? Oh my god, I love Paula Abdul so much. Did you ever see that show back in the day called Hey Paula? I love that show so much, Hey Paula. My favorite scene ever, if you ever watched it, so it's about Hey Paula and how difficult her life is being a famous, movie star actress. Was she in movies? Was she in Fame? Or was that Irene Cara? Irene Cara was in Fame. Was Paula Abdul ever in Fame? Or was Why did I just do that? She's a cold-hearted snake. Look into her eyes. Anyway, I used to love Paula Abdul so much. But not so, I did love her on American Idol, though. Oh my god, she was so good on American Idol. Who's that lady on So You Think You Can Dance that always is talking about how she gets... My husband... Is that show even still on anymore, or do they cancel that? They should cancel that shit. I'll tell you what else they should cancel it. Oh my god. I'm already cussing. I'm just going to start cussing on this channel. I don't care. But anyway, I just put $400 in the... I'm just going to put $400 in the cuss jar, and y'all can just deal with it, okay? But do you guys remember that show, So You Think You Can... Oh, no, I was going to say, Dancing Queen. Why am I talking about dancing? I'm doing cottage cheese, I was going to say. Cotton candy. Cotton candy, sweet the roll. What's that song? I can't remember. But anyway, my husband used to love that show, So You Think You Can Dance. And what was that woman that she always said, oh my god, you're giving me... No, was it Paula Abdul that said she was giving the goosies? That one lady on So You Think You Can Dance, I never watched it. It was always just on the background, things like that, My husband loved it. He'd always be like, they'd do some lyrical dance, and then he'd be crying and stuff like that. And be like, why are you crying? He'd be like, it'd be like this girl and this guy, and they'd be on stage, and it's called lyricals. The only thing I knew that was lyrical was like Maddie, okay, from Dance Moms, and she always made it to the top of the pyramid. That's what I knew what a lyrical was, when she always do this kind of thing like that. Is that lyrical? I think I'm lyrical. Lyrical cotton candy. Anyway, but I'd look over, my husband's like crying and stuff like that. And I'm like, why are you crying? And I just watched the whole routine, right? And I'm like, I'm so confused, and why are you crying? He's like, well, you don't understand. And I'm like, what don't I understand about it? And he's like, well, they fell in love, but then they found out. And the whole thing is done to some song by, I don't know. Who was that Nora girl back in the day? She always does all that moody music. Remember her, Nora? What was her name, Nora? Anyway, but, it's like they're like going back and forth, swinging like a tree in the wind. Do you remember that movie with Jodie Foster? Oh my god, I forgot all about that. But anyway, so he'd be like crying, and I'd be like, I just watched the same thing as you. Those two people just going back and forth like this on stage, this man and this woman. And he'd be like, you don't understand the story. And I'm like, well, what's the story? And he'd be like, well, the story is, and literally the story was a minute and a half of them dancing to some Nora song, okay, that was sounded like real moody, And he'd be like, well, they fell in love because they both worked in the same telemarketing office. And then they realized that through a DNA test through Ancestry.com that they were actually third cousins. But then they decided that they couldn't date anymore and be in love. It was because they were third cousins. But then they found out that their vials had been switched at the Ancestry. And so they're not really third cousins. And so the dance was about the reunification of them being able to be in love again. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did you get that? Oh my god, 50 cents for the cuss jar. I'm like, how the fudge did you just get that out of that minute and a half dance to that Nora chick? Okay, I'm so confused. And then that woman would be like, oh my god, I'm getting goosies. And then she would say the hot tamale train, hot tamale. Why'd they cancel that show? Probably because those dances were bullshit. 75%. They were though, they were such bullshit. People make up stuff all the time. It's like, I loved, back in the day, Nina Garcia on Project Runway, okay? Like, when somebody would sit there and they'd be like, the idea was, you're supposed to make a suit for work, and somebody would come out, it would be, made out of balloons or something like that, and Nina Garcia would sit there with her card, and she'd look at, I love Project Runway so much, and she'd look at her card like that, And she'd say it's not working for me. And then the person would be like, well, my thought idea was that there was like, we have to bring happiness back into the workplace. And so I dressed up like a clown that like sees himself through balloons. And then because he sees himself through balloons, he's happier in the workplace. And then he brings happiness to the workplace. And that's what my suit made out of balloons was supposed to represent. I'm like, girl, if you have to explain something, a story of an outfit, it ain't working. Okay. So anyway, how did I get to that from cotton candy sweet? Okay. So today I don't even know what I was talking about today. People are like, do you forget your stories a lot? Well, the other thing is, because a lot of you have found me because that Joe guy was so nice to make that TikTok about me where I said I had the most aggressive ADHD in the entire world. You think? I don't even usually use my fan, but my aggressive ADHD has allowed me to film 5 videos in a row sitting right here back to back today. So anyway, no, I love him so much. He was so nice. I was so, that TikTok made my life. Oh my God, I got hot tamale train. Anyway, I think if I go on So You Think You Can Dance, I'm going to do a So You Think You Can Dance song to like a Taylor Swift song or something like that off that Dead Poets Society. Is that what she called it? That album of hers? I think I'm going to do not TikTok. I think I'm going to do a dance to Taylor Swift, some song off her Dead Poets Society album about the TikTok that Joe did about his obsession about me having the most aggressive ADHD in the entire world and not ever getting to a food review until the 8-minute mark. I should fucking, oh my God, $1 for the customer. I should effing win just for that alone, don't you think? What do you win on So You Think You Can Dance? I always want to say no. That was my answer. So you think you can dance? No, I don't think I can dance. That's kind of what you get when you see, I go to music festivals if you see me at a music festival. Oh, and Stevie Nicks. I went and saw Stevie Nicks. Like a white-winged dove, sings songs, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh. So, anyway, okay, so let's get to these cotton candies. Is it time? Is it 8-minute shut? Okay. So, the story, if y'all don't know, oh my God, I used to love, well, the story was, we went to Mexico for my husband's 40th birthday, okay? It was 4 couples. And then we flew out of Tulum. And at the Tulum airport, which is such a cute airport, oh my God, we usually fly out of Cancun. We go to Mexico. We love Mexico. And, but we usually fly out of Cancun, but we flew out of Tulum because it's like the new airport. They just built it like 6 months ago. It is such a nice airport. It's very, very small. Well, they have this store. And in the store, they had these cotton candies. And they had the Skittles one. I couldn't remember which ones they had. I did this for a review before. Well, not the same review, but different things. But they had this Dr. Pepper. Now, I drink Diet Dr. Pepper. Y'all know that. I love that, okay? I used to love the Diet Coke, but now I love the Diet Dr. Pepper. So they had this, but they had this in like a family size pack. So I was like, no, I gotta get a smaller one. I don't want to like carry this on my bag through the Miami airport and all this kind of stuff. So I didn't get it. Well, then I found it at the Dollar Tree and the Five Below. So if you want it, it's at the Dollar Tree and the Five Below. But anyway, I love cotton candy. When I used to go to the State Fair. Oh my God, do you guys love the State Fair? I love the State Fair so much. But you know what I don't understand about the State Fair? Like all the kids are starting school this week. No, true story. In Indianapolis, all the kids are starting school. Are they starting school where you live? I feel like it's really, really early. You know what I mean? But I'm not upset about it because then that means I can go to the pool and there are no kids there. Okay, so I'm like, me and my pool crew ladies, we're gonna be real happy about it, except it's pouring down rain today, and I'm like, could have been a pool day. But anyway, so the kids can go back to school. But what's real weird for me is that my cousins, okay, that lived on a farm when I was growing up, my cousins Carrie and Vicky, they were like in 4-H and all that kind of stuff, right? And so they would show animals. I didn't realize later that they killed those animals. I didn't realize really what a farm was, okay, when I was a little kid. But anyway, they would show animals at the Indiana State Fair, and it was always like, then they would go back to school after that, because when we were growing up, school didn't start till after Labor Day, right? And so the State Fair was from like the 18th through the 31st of August or something like that, right? Now, how do kids now that are 4 and 8, do we not do 4-H? 4-H. Do we not do 4-H anymore? And all that kind of stuff and show animals? I love that stuff where they cross the cows and all that stuff. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh my God, if you've never seen somebody like, they do the crossing and the star and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God, that stuff is so interesting. But I'll tell you what's even more interesting is that my cousin Carrie, he would stay there with the animals, and he had this whole little area, and he had like a microwave and a TV and a cot and a fan, and I'd always be like, Aunt Jenny, what? Can I stay with Carrie? Can I stay with Carrie? And cousin Carrie was, anyway, so he was a guy. So, and she'd be like, no, you can't stay here because this is only for the animals and the people that are watching them and stuff like that. But I love the State Fair so much, but I love cotton candy. But do you know you get that cotton candy? My mom and I, our favorite thing before she passed away was that we would take that long train. It wasn't really a train. It was like a tractor that pulled a bunch of people. And then but like, not like in a, back, I mean, you get it. But it was like a train, but a tractor. So anyway, you drive all the way around the State Fair, and then it would take you back to where you parked. And so we would get stuff at the very end. My mom would get like an elephant ear, and I would get cotton candy. But then I would like bring it home, and then like I would forget that it was in the pantry, and then 3 months later you'd find it, and the cotton candy was hard as a rock. So anyway, that's my story with cotton candy. But we're going to try this cotton candy today. I got the Dr. Pepper cotton candy. There you go, Joe. You got your... I'm almost at 10 minutes. I got my Mike and Ike's cotton candy, strawberry and lemon. I got my Country Time lemonade, cotton candy. I'm real excited about this one. I'm excited about this one and the Dr. Pepper. And then I got the Hawaiian Punch cotton candy fruit juice. I don't like Hawaiian Punch, but you know what I do love? Oh my God, Tahitian Treat. Do they still make that anymore? Oh my God. If you have never had Tahitian Treat, it'll set you free. I love Tahitian Treat. So anyway, actually, let's start this one first. Let's try the Hawaiian Punch. I wasn't so like thrown out and sold about these cotton candies the last time. I said it looks just kind of like a bun on top of your head. But she do, though. Look, oh, now it's all over. Oh, you know what? I forgot. The last time I did this in the bedroom, I got this shit, and then I had to pull up the shop vac thing and everything. Because, see, it, like, starts falling apart and all this kind of stuff. I can't pull it out to make it look like a bun in my hair, but it does. True story. So, anyway, here it is. We're going to try this. This one's supposed to taste like fruit juicy red. Not bad, really. It does taste like fruit punch. Oh, my God. I don't really like Hawaiian Punch, but Kool-Aid. You ever make Kool-Aid and forget to put sugar in it? Oh my God. But anyway, I don't really like Hawaiian Punch. Do you guys remember the big gallons, if you're my age, that you like put the things on the side of it? You know, you like in the metal can on top. But this is good. On a scale of 1 to 10, cotton candy that comes in a bag from the Dollar Tree, I give this an 8. It's so sticky, isn't it? Anyway, okay. Let's try. That does straight up taste just like... Oh, I didn't even do a damn thumbnail. Joe. That's Joe's fault. He's making me forget to do thumbnails. Okay. So this is an 8 out of 10. The Hawaiian Punch. I'm going to save the Dr. Pepper and the lemonade for last. Okay, let's try the Mike and Ike's. I never did like Mike and Ike's. I'm a vegetarian now, and they got gelatin in them, so I don't eat them. I think they have gelatin in them, do they? I don't really care, because I never really liked Mike and Ike's anyway. Swedish Fish don't have gelatin in them, though. Did you know that? Ooh. Ooh, it smells like mildewed plastic. It's all yellow. Is it? Oh no, there's some pink in here. Let's just open it all up. We'll just throw it out anyway. It was only $1. Maybe it was $2. I don't remember. Anyway. I think this is good too. If my husband, he's on his way home, if I said, oh, you would really like this cotton candy, he would look at me like, you need to get effed, okay? Like, I do not like cotton candy. That is a joke. This is kind of good at first, but there's really no taste to it. It doesn't really last. Like, the Hawaiian Punch one kind of lasts. No, this is a pass. It tastes like mildewed plastic or something. It's not. It was good at first, but this is what it looks like, supposedly. Oh my God, those sticks. Do you remember that? I used to love and watch those concession stand people. They just whip that shit up on a stick. I wish I could do that. If I could whip that cotton candy shit up on a stick, I could just quit this job. Just be sitting there with my fan. Oh my God, I could do cotton candy with a fan. Oh my God, I just whip that shit up on, here you go, here's your cotton candy. But then, you know, I'd be like the drug dealer that uses their own drugs. I'd eat all my own cotton candy and I'd never make any money off of it, and I'd go broke. I'd be the first person in history to go broke, being a cotton candy concession stand dealer and eating all of his own proceeds. Other places my mind goes. Okay, so this is the pink lemonade one. There ain't nothing pink about this. And this is pink lemonade. Pink lemonade and lemonade, 2 flavors. Well, I don't see any pink in here. Oh, there is a little bit of pink. It looks just like the other one. Girl, look at that. There's like a little bit of pink in there. Hardly any. That reminded me I need to make that pink Crystal Light that I have down there. Not Kool-Aid, Crystal Light. There's a difference. Anyway. My mom used to always make Kool-Aid back in the day. And those jugs, and those plastic jugs. So cheap. This don't taste nothing like lemonade. Look at this. I have stuff all over. I'm over this. This review is stupid. They all are stupid. How about it? I did not want to do that Hawaiian Punch one. And that's my favorite. This smells like a chocolate bar. It don't even, look at that. What, that looks so weird, doesn't it? If I put that in a picture and said, guess what it is, you would not know. You wouldn't. Look at this. Tell me that don't look straight up like a turd. A turd or raw hamburger. Here, let me give you this cotton candy. It looks like raw hamburger turds. Okay? Oh my God. Oh, she do taste like Dr. Pepper, though. Oh, that's good. That's the best one I've tried so far. That is so good. I just looked up and I thought, did I not hit the record button? I was going to be so pissed. Anyway. The Dr. Pepper one, it does taste like Dr. Pepper. It's really good. On the same day that I do my weight loss journey weigh-in video. Okay, that's it. I'm done. That was a 10 though. The two winners are the Hawaiian Punch, Fruit Juicy Red, and the Dr. Pepper. So, anyway, if you've tried them, which I'm sure you haven't, let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.